Want to know more about Robert Lewandowski before fame? Well, you're in the right place, because in this video we're going to show you where it all began. Now, make sure you stick to the end because we've saved an interesting fact for you. One of Europe's greatest ever strikers, Poland's Robert Lewandowski, is his nation's all-time top scorer and the only player to win the European treble while finishing top scorer in all three competitions. A born winner, you could say. Robert was destined for greatness from an incredibly young age. Robert Lewandowski was born in Warsaw, Poland's capital city, on 21st of August 1988. His late and beloved father, Pruszków, was a Polish judo champion and played football for the Polish second-tier side Znicz Warsaw. He gave his son the anglicised first name of Robert to make it easier for him to play football abroad. That's a lot of pressure for a baby. Poor baby Robert. So much expectations on those infant shoulders. But this wasn't just an ordinary baby. By age 9, he was already playing football seriously at a local level. And after spending his teen years impressing for various Warsaw teams, he was finally snapped up as a professional for the then 4th-tier Polish side Delta Warsaw. Relatively humble beginnings for the man who went on to break more scoring records than Leonardo DiCaprio. But it wasn't long before Robert began to make his mark. While still just a teenager, he spearheaded back-to-back promotions for Delta, finishing as the division's top scorer in both seasons. Despite these impressive and frankly terrifying statistics, it took a few more years before the big boys came a-calling. In June 2008, Robert was snapped up by Polish top-flight side Lech Poznań for a measly 1.5 million zlotys and banged in the winning and only goal on his European debut in the UEFA Cup. Still, just 19. He finished his debut season in Poland's top flight as the second top scorer with 18 goals, and finally, the world's most exciting player was being noticed by the world's most exciting clubs. And Blackburn Rovers. Sounds like nonsense, but absolutely true. Sam Allardyce was desperate to snap up the hottest young property in Europe, and if it weren't for the Iceland volcanic dust cloud putting a stop to his travel plans, one of the world's greatest strikers could have lit up Ewood Park brighter than Alan Shearer. But sadly for Rovers, they seem to have used up all their luck during the 1990s. But Big Sam's loss was the European elite's gain. And amid fervent interest from many of the biggest names in football, in June 2010, Lewandowski opted to sign with German giants Borussia Dortmund. After such a modest start, Robert's ascension to Europe's elite was rapid. But could he be up to this standard? Well, yes, otherwise, why would this video be here? After spending the bulk of his first season in Germany on the fringes, an injury to Lucas Barrios finally gave Robert his chance, and it was one he grabbed with both hands. In his first full season as the starting striker for Dortmund, he led the side to a domestic league and cup double and finished the season as his side's top scorer. After years of struggling to break out of Poland's lower leagues, Robert Lewandowski has finally taken his place in football history. Thank you very much for watching. Consider liking, subscribing, and giving us a comment. Make sure to check out the rest of the content on the Balls Before channel. See ya!